Alright, so, got everything set up. So, I have everything set up. Everything is working fine. Now, I just have to get audio working fine. Okay. That should be good. Alright, so, welcome to Don't Be Afraid, the first toy. Now, I did try this on my other stream, or rather on my other computer. So, yeah, I have a new computer. And yeah, so I'm going to be playing some games. So let me know how the audio sounds, if it's too low or anything like that.
What is this? Is this really for me? Jamie the Guitar Boy. Oh, Theodore, beautiful work. Thank you. How
Still hate you,
beautiful you are.
even when I saw you the very first time. I hate you.
Where are my manners? My name is Mr. Franklin. I can't wait to start playing with you.
I hate you still. Yep.
Your body is so smooth. Beautiful little fingers. It seems you are 11, 12 years old. Why are you so quiet? I see. A model without voice function.
Nope, I have a voice and it works perfectly fine right now.
Relax. You will speak again.
I don't want to.
You
No.
will speak like
No.
you've never spoken before.
Nope.
Sit here and wait for me.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, and don't be afraid.
I am afraid. Yep, so there's the game. This is what I am playing. Hitting the wrong one. Oh. Ooh. My bunny. Why is he here? No, I want that. Give me that. Franklin, let me introduce you to your new toy. I hope you will like it. His name is Jamie the Guitar Boy. As for the other children, you have to stay patient. You have no idea how parents have been guarding their scamps lately. I have to wait for the right moment. Sometimes this David boy takes a shortcut on his way home, through the tunnel. Maybe that's the proper place for action, but to be honest, I'm not sure about this kid. Perhaps we should leave him alone. Perhaps you should, because I am going... Press I to see inventory. Oh, I'm quick. I'm a quick little bugger. Let me... There we go. What the? Um. Hmm. That's a lovely painting. I hate you. I was gonna say, if you move your head, I'm going to be very upset with you. Okay. Have to find a key. So, screwdriver. What do I need a screwdriver for? I have a flashlight. What the f- Okay then. I hate mannequins. So you needed to go in there. I'm gonna just, yep. Let's go right through you. No need to worry about it. I want my guitar. Can I play some music? Yeah, I hate you guys. Without light, you can't see anything. Your candle may go out sometimes, so be careful and check around if there's candles to pick up. You can only carry one candle at a time.
Where did I put my axe?
Ooh. I don't like that. Meow. Okay. Alright, dude. Blow my candle. Okay. Hello. Oh, looks like I'm running low on frames. You suck. Can't pick up any of those. Can I do something about you? I can use it to remove things. Can I remove you? Oh. Okay then. It's kind of odd. Hi. That's gonna go. Yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Okay, that's a mannequin. Oh, yeah. This, Franklin, I found something that might interest you. Did you know that you can hollow the mannequin, then chop a corpse into small pieces and put them inside the figure? The process requires some work, but the final effect will be very appealing. Moreover, this act will fit perfectly into your obsession with mannequins. I would kill to see something like that. Ah! So the game has mannequins. Ah. Why are you guys like that in the center? Don't you... Hmm. Hmm. What do I do? What do I do? Can I crouch? Can't crouch. Oh! Hi! Hi? I'm gonna get away from you. I hate you. I don't like you at all. Well. Are you always like that? Hmm. Hello? Um... Please don't tell me that I have to do something about that guy. That's still locked. Of course, because I haven't done anything with it yet. Do I have to sit there and stare at you? Franklin, we're still waiting for your response. Mom got sick and now she's getting worse. Please write me back. You can call me if you want. I remember leaving you my number. If you still care about us, just give us a sign. Mom and I love you very much. Take care, Ella. I hate that guy in there because he sounds like the Grudge. There's whispering and I don't like that. Why is there whispering coming from you guys? Is that coming from that dude over there? I don't know. Hmm. Ah. I hate you. I don't know what to do here. Can I go back? Okay, I could have. Oh. Hello. Thank you. Okay, then. Well, that sure was interesting. Can I close the door? Fish. Screwdriver to fish. Give it to a mannequin. Gotcha. Okay, I don't hear the dude in there anymore, and I don't like that. God, I hate horror games. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. Oh, they're gone now. Oh, I have to give the fish to that guy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. God, I hate mannequins. Can I take that? I don't want to turn around.
Well, well, well. What a clever boy.
Hmm. he just like screwing around with me and making me do this and traumatizing me? 'Cause that's what it seems like he's doing. He's just traumatizing a child. Ah. Very fun. Yep, still hate the game. Is that every time I walk in front of him? I'm trying not to die of just being scared. Oh, you have the blue hand. Oh, it's all cleared. Darkness is scurry. Mm-mm. What do I have in my inventory right now? I have nothing. No. Mm-mm. Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? No, I don't like you at all. I don't. Don't you dare move, you piece of shit. Better not fucking move, you piece. You piece of shit, your eyes are moving. I hate you. I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Piece of shit. I gotta go get a candle. I hate you. What is this? Oh, pliers. Okay. Is there anything that I can use here? Nothing I can use. A brick or something? No, it's just blood. I don't want to go past you, you piece of shit. Like somewhere that I can hide if he like comes after me or some shit. Oh, my hands are sweaty. Ugh. Looks like the game is running, yeah. Nope. I think game froze. Game goodbye. Okay. Yeah. Let me see something here. Oh, there we go. Okay. God, I really don't want to go past you again because I hate you. Might have to though. Because I can't get in there. Can't take the pliers. Alright, well, let's go get jump scared by you. Hooray! Yep, still hate you. Yep. Still hate him. Okay. Oh. He's getting choked by the mannequin. Hello? Why are you choking him? Mm-hmm. Mannequins are not gonna be there when I look. Oh. Still there. Oh, the door's open. I hate this. I hate this hallway. Nice ass, by the way. I have not mentioned that. Nice ass. God, again, my hands are so sweaty. Hello? Oh. Oh, can't see, can't speak, can't see. Okay, well, I can't go down that way yet. Why is there a mannequin right there? It was popping. You okay there, bud? Shadows look a little weird on you. Oh. Can I go back? Can I go back now? I'd love to go back. I wanna. God, why do you look like you're staring at me? 'Cause you are. Give me the key. I know that I'm gonna turn around and there's gonna be a dude right behind me. Just give me the fucking key, please.
Ready or not, here I come.
Hi. Oh.
9, 8.
What do I do? I don't know what I do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm so confused. Oh, basement key, basement key. Oh, I'm a child. I'm weak. This basement is bigger than I thought. I have to get out of here. Oh, fuck you. I don't have a candle. Dude, those... Okay, hang on. Those mannequins. Like, holy hell. I hate them. I hate them. I get chills down my spine every time one of them does something different. I hate it. I hate it so much. So you know what? I have a thing of candy here that I'm gonna eat real quick and calm down. So yeah, let's have some candy and chillax for a bit. I'm gonna just chill for a second. Make some candy. I'm gonna relax. Oh my god. Dude, I hate having to deal with mannequins. trying to change some settings here. I'll try that for now. Okay. Oh, Jesus, dude. I can't deal with mannequins. I just don't like mannequins. Also, this is just a demo. This is legit just a fucking demo. I don't even know when the full game is gonna come out. I just saw this on Steam and I was like, oh, cool. Seems interesting. Okay. So. Mannequins. That's a check. Crazy psycho doctor. Or crazy person. That's also a check. Okay. I don't have a candle. Yeah, there was no way that I was avoiding him blowing out the candle. What the hell is down here? Hate that. Oh. Pretty sure those are corpses. This door must lead to the exit. I have to find the key. Oh, that's... yeah, I mean, it says exit on it, so it would make sense. Okay. Well, I know where to go. I know where to go from here. It's down that way. Oh. Yeah, I hate in there. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh. Yeah, this guy's nuts. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna pick up these notes and there's gonna be a dude right behind me every time. After the successful enlarging of the mouth and sewing in the teeth, the patient began to choke. His vocal cords still function. While working, I often hear his growls. A human should not be able to make sounds like these. Okay. Ah, that's a lovely face. Franklin, we should get rid of all of this. I don't like that. Your experiments wander around all this. wander around all this damn house and always scare the shit out of me. I know that nothing comes before family, but couldn't you shorten their leashes? No one will enter the basement, but Lydia could be more discreet. Okay, well, first of all, I hate both of those. Oh, those guys don't have heads. What the f... I don't like that at all. I'm guessing this guy's for a candle if I had one. Oh, he has a candle. So that's when I get a candle, I have to figure out a way to get around him or something like that. In the fridge. Can't look. Alright, cool. I didn't want to look in the fridge anyway. Hmm. Oh. That door is open now. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like these kind of games. I just don't like them. There's a specific reason why my I don't like horror games. And that is for the sole reason of just the immersive atmosphere of games like these are just, I don't like them. Hmm. Oh, I have to go open that. Which means there's gonna be dudes behind me as soon as I open it up and read the note. Let me read the fucking note, please. Theodore, control your outbursts in public places. If you burst into that laughter while observing children, you will draw attention to yourself. And remember, don't fight anybody. If they start suspecting you, it will only be a matter of time before they get to me. I'm gonna turn around and there's gonna be a guy there. Oh, interesting, there wasn't. Dude, are you drinking? It's not a good idea for you to be drinking. What's up? Oh yeah, you're definitely drinking. Okay, well I don't know what to do here. Do I have to go and touch that dude or move him or something? Because I don't want to do that. Oh, there's blood underneath that. I didn't even realize that beforehand. I don't want to have to move your head or do anything because that X is there. I just don't want to. I don't want to do anything. Plus, there's a mannequin right there, so I don't want to do anything. Oh. Hi. I got a bag. What's this bag for? Oh, I don't like that. Hello. What do I need this bag for? Anybody want to explain? Why do I need this bag? Anybody want to explain? I put it on top. Oh, I put it on you. Okay. Really don't like turning around in hallways, but you know, kind of have to. Hello? I don't like the groaning. Hello? Is there a candle that I can grab somewhere? That looks to be the only candle that appears. Hello? Is there a candle somewhere I can grab? Why do I hear footsteps? Is that my heartbeat? I don't know. Can I grab that? Nope. Hmm. I know I can sprint, but like, I don't wanna. Oh, there's a candle there. I'm stupid. Okay. So that kind of would made my journey a little bit better. However, I still hate these guys over here. There's some big dudes though. Can I grab one of these? Oh. Oh, hi. I hate that. I'm gonna go now. Saw bloody footprints leading there and I'm just like, oh yeah, I hate that. Oh. That is bloody footprints leading over to there. Coming from here. Nice. How's it going, guys? Still hate you. Please don't be anything over here. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go over here now. Ah, yes.
Intruder! Get him!
Hello. I beat your system. Because I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a mannequin behind me or something. When I grab that key. Oh. You guys are active. Somebody pushed the door down, but who? Oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I hope I wasn't too loud. I'm waiting on him. Get me in here. Oh.
Come here right now! You've been a naughty, naughty boy.
No.
Come here now!
Hi.
Come here now!
Hi.
You couldn't sit still, could you?
Oh. Well. The game is over for Jamie. Kids get missing every day, but now David is the one that needs your help. The nightmare begins. October 1st. Well, yeah, I did not realize that, oh. Oh, hello. Oh, oh, an axe. Oh no, mannequins actually move around. Oh. No. No. Oh no, I hate. Oh, a clown. Lovely. Well, that was fun. Yeah, that was great. Okay, well, I am now going to get another game loaded up. And this is what I'm going to be playing. And I've played this before. However, yeah. I tried to play this and it didn't want to play on the other computer. And now that I have a new computer, I can now run better games. So let's go ahead and run some better games, shall we? Okay. So, Sweet 776. Yeah. Again, don't like horror games, but you know, I'm playing them. And yes, this has flashing lights. Yep, 50 minutes. This is going to be a great game. Marcy was found in her home, dead. She hung herself. She left her only family alone, her 7-year-old son. Marcy was a famous architect, a very well-known architect. Unfortunately, she became too well-known for the wrong reasons. It is my intention to prove that Sweet 776 exists. To that, I will photograph Marcy in motion. I will photograph her even if it kills me, no matter what. All that is left to do is ring her bell. That's all it takes. Just ring the bell. God, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Okay. I'm happy that I'm able to play these games. I'm happy. Although it is a bit glitchy. Come on. Come on. Get me there. Don't like that bell. Hello? 773. 774. 775. 772. 771. 776. Hello? Marcy? Hello? Itch. Hello? Aren't we in an elevator? Why would you need an elevator to go to a second floor, second story? Doesn't make any sense. Nice painting. Hello? I survived Suite 776. It is real. It all appeared real, but that couldn't be possible. I was on the 12th floor, yet looking through the windows displayed the first floor. There are over 6 other suites on this floor, yet Suite 776 appears larger with impossible proportions. There was even an upper and lower level of the suite. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. And how did I get out? Why am I the only one? I have no clue. I came to Suite 776 with the intention of recording my journey. I set up cameras, but all the footage was lost. That says 10. Can I crouch? I cannot crouch. Door is locked, however lock is weak and simple. Just start bamming on the door. Hello? Hello, Marcy. Hello. Hello. Should I ring the bell? I don't know. Should I really ring the bell? I'll ring the bell. Bell has been rung. Okay. Time to leave. I rang the bell. Time to leave. Maybe I should try ringing the bell one more time. How about I don't? I'm gonna just ring the bell and then, well, you know, I rang the bell. That's all I needed. I rang the bell. Nothing happened. Fade to black. Sometimes it's best to leave myths behind, treat them as though they don't exist. No matter how badly I want to accept that, I can't. I just have so many questions with no answer. There is a way to save my mother. I know there is, but what could it be? So I'm the son. Interesting. There has to be a pattern of some sort, a sequence of some sort that must be commenced. But what could that sequence be? I'll have to come back one day and find out. Well, I enjoyed that. And seeing as though game stats. 2nd out of 2 or 2nd out of 3. Absolutely nothing. Hooray. Anywho, can I just like skip through? Pretty sure I can just like skip through the credits. Nope. Okay. Well, seeing as though the horror side of me wants to continue this, honestly, I've already seen someone play through this. If you would like to, if you would like to go watch their video, then you can go right ahead and do that, because I'm not playing through it. I've already seen everything that happens. Person that I watched play through this was Markiplier. You just search up Markiplier Sweet 776 and it should bring you up one of his 3 scary games videos. And yeah, that's about all I got for that, because I'm not going back into it, because I have no interest in going back into it. So alright, now let's see. Now again, I don't really like horror games. However, I will play them on occasion. Not for fun or anything. Oh, what the heck? I didn't even realize I was in the game. Oh, stars. Cool. No flashlight and equipment. Oh, hello. So what am I doing here? Seems like the game is a little laggy. Hang on a second. Ugh. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just continue on. Oh no, the light went out. What the heck is that? Ah, God. What is this? Oh, I can jump. No cameroid. Okay. No lighter and equipment. Okay then, well. Guess I'll just go across this. I have no idea where I'm going. It is way too dark for me to actually see anything. So what is this? Okay, well, E is to lean. Okay, so Q and E is to lean, but why would I need those? God, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. It's so dark. I can't see anything. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Oh, I have to go up there? That's weird. Just keep going straight. Oh, I do keep going straight. Interesting. God, I can't see. Paper added to inventory. Huh. Okay. Very, very interesting. So I keep going? I guess I keep going. I don't know where I'm going. Oh. Oh. Well, I didn't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh. A key. Flashlight. Yeah, this would have been so much more helpful. Oh, this would have been so much more helpful. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Oh, this is so much helpful. This is so much more helpful, dude. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm literally stupid. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Dude, this flashlight would have helped me tremendously later on. Because I was like, I can't see anything. What the heck? But now that I have a flashlight, oh my god, this makes it so much better. Still feels super slow. Still think I need to go up here. What the hell? Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Oh, game crashed. Oops. Oh well. Well, that's fine, I guess. I don't even know what the hell was going on with that game, but you know, it is what it is. I think I got one more game and then I'm done with it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this loaded up. Alright. Well, obviously you can see what the game is called at the top of the screen. It's called Tiny Bunny. Love to be full screen, thank you. Alright. So this is more of a like a click and choose your storyline basically. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I was closing windows. Alright. The wind clawed at my window all night long. It wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gentle, sneery, twined in the wind. They were shouting and laughing, and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep to my bed. Our house had a mind of its own, the creaky old mind of a building that had seen lots in its days, and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. God, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, and swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves that there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It was just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. Sure, I knew it was my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Still. Oh, hello. I didn't even realize the fox in the background there. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look how slouched you are. Oh. Oh, so I'm this kid. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. Olia had finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic she almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. We're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes as if it would make the porridge disappear. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like a jellyfish from the Kostia Odyssey. I love that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is, or how cold the black forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I just say? I'll get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. What is this carved on the other side of the table? Karina. Hey, that's my mom's name. Guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. She sure was a rascal damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Should I remind her about it? No, she's been in a bad mood lately. Imagine her being at my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? Or the thick forest? Ooh. I imagined my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed where Olia sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, smooth voice. Taiga is a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. And that would be it. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She'd already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside. I saw it when Grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive. Only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. I crawled out from under the table. Olia was done with her cookies and was looking at my share like a sly woodland creature. I turned my gaze toward the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. Olia, look, it's a fox! Where? It almost looked like these obstacle illusion thingies they put on the back of student notebooks. A mixture of lines at a first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit, and look under a certain angle, not outside on the window. Look, here's the nose, and here's... Hey, eat up! Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. Oh, hurry up, there's not much left. Ah, there it is. But it still doesn't look like one. I'm telling you it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it. These kids, I swear. No, I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to a stretched out nettle leaves, kept creeping up on the glass. My dad entered the kitchen with long measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Mom would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Ollie always covers her ears when she hears something like, "What's the point of all this?" through the walls. It's all for your sake, Dad would reply, for the sake of our family. I always caught every sound of fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that startled with a D. D-I-V-O. Devo. Oh, divorce. I don't even want to finish it. It's scary to imagine that me and my sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Right. Maybe you did, maybe not. You're a grown man, a father of two, and still... Karina, please, stop. Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket near the phone. Well, thank you very much. Anton, start making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl... There was no owl. But there was one! It had giant glowing eyes. Ugh. Olia sprung up from the chair and placed her hands on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Last year you had a bee in your closet, now this owl? But I saw it. Olia shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom to me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice? Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Olia pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's uncomfortable to be pinned under. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with the keys he just found. 1 minute had passed and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed in the house. It was stored on an incredibly worn-out cassette tape, which Dad had already glued together once. So easy to fix objects by gluing them back together, for example. How do you fix a relationship? Yikes. Mom moved to the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. Olia had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. She would toss and turn or curl up into a ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Cartoons helped her take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and our parents. Oh. Then Olia said she saw that giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of these ridiculous fears. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure of my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking about what to expect in my new school. A couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. All the students behind their desks were simply dark figures, cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces, and a pair of eyes blinked out inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creature was looking at me from behind the black, flat silhouettes. Their cruel gazes filled with icy sneers made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down? Stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? Damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what, I just don't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who were just itching to smack me in the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. Felt like the glasses I wore make me an outsider or some sort of monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olia begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. Well, man, this kid has been going through some shit. Like, damn. This guy's been going through stuff. A small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number." Or, Anton is not around. Anton is not around. I imagine my future classmates lurking in their beds like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all. But who will ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. Oops. Oh, what? Okay. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with a TV set behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Okay, that's what I missed. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old photos of my deceased family with their ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in the place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking, rusty drains were moaning, the attic was occupied by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. Then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere on the edge of my perception I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the old creaking house, and my thoughts, too. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone was playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Oh, someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out with the dark forest as their backdrop. They jumped around, basked in moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but those clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circling around, holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place and, I swear, pierced me with their gaze. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints, and until it was devoured by the pitch black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like the bird inside of a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back toward the bed. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape around looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right and circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped onto the bed and covered myself with the blanket as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing into her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their sockets and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. Chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under the bed, under the blanket, and listening to the squeaks and howls, I was repeating those same words. On the island of Bayan, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of colored blue, stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair for the spawns of devil's lair, to feast and always leave alone, God's faithful servant named Anson. Evil leave this house must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You're gonna burn with the rest of us. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sounds scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone were scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock. I remember him staring at the force intently as if looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I hugged my knees and placed my chin between them, drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of darkness. And then, oh, the doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more, and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped from fear, my wet fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness writhed inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. Tony. It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling, ensnared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Dude, this is weird. Like, this is super weird. Like, holy cow. This game is weird. Tony. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do something, the darkness asked me, "Tony, you asleep?" My sister's pale face protruded through the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. "Aaliyah? I'm not sleeping. Did something happen?" Aaliyah frowned and stuck her lower lip out, a clear sign that she was about to cry. "It's out there again, staring at me." "Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm so scared." The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to call Aaliyah down. "It's just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's gonna harm you." Aaliyah sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? "I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video, Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have this scary bird?" That question took me by surprise. "Alright, let's watch Cinderella." My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. "Tony, you coming?" Yes, just a moment." Oh. certainly was not expecting that. Oh my god. Okay, well, shit. I was not expecting that at all, dude. Holy crap. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olia and her owl in the morning. Who could be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere? We don't know anyone around here. So persistent. I felt extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning guests could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet, under the table, behind the curtains where Olia always hides. Tony, come here. I felt like kettleballs were tied to my feet, but still dragged them toward the hallway. A couple of policemen towered over me in the doorway. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winched and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars, worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello. The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded. The boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Vova. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me. It's a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Maybe you've seen him from the window. That's right, your windows. Look straight at the forest, don't they? The window. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. He sounded tired, but his eyes, his stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt which his giant shadow cast over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the cracks in the ceiling, which I haven't noticed before for some reason. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter misses the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Yes, everything is alright, thank you. Policeman pierced through me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a ruddy boy around your age. Wears the same type of goggles. Always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people like me, you see. I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative and not a police officer stood before me. You know what? Little boys like you should stay home. Steer away from trouble. Times have changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice. You don't say. Ah, well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy? 6th. You made any friends here so far? Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Ah, then I'll leave you my number, just in case. Call me if you have any new info. Policemen were gone along with their shadows, the smell of cheap cologne and the photo of a smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wondered what it was like for him being all alone there. For some reason I thought of the forest, swaying in the wind. What do his poor parents feel? What would my parents do if I'd gone missing? Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Mom, this is Vova. Did he go missing? This Vova, did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it. Poor child. I looked out the window at the road. The police UAZ drove off toward the village. The officer's nephew came into mind when I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I've read this summer. Your average boys and girls investigated all sorts of mysteries there. They looked for clues, spied on suspicious people. and after a set of amazing adventures, bam, solved any complicated case. Became local celebrities and made their parents proud. Noticed a trail of policeman footprints that led to the village, to the forest. Then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, to be honest with you. I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe I'll find that lost boy. Yeah, don't try. And I'll get a reward. Olia would be so happy. Yeah, no. Not only Olia, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe they'll even save us from the D word. Fantasized about buying Olia a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself and a whole box of Kinder Surprise. When was the last time my parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think. My dad lost his job at that time. There's an annoying song about it. I had little to no idea what the accountant's job like. They count money, I think. Yes, they do. Neighbors used to envy us. But nowadays, Mom and Dad barely had any money to avoid sweets, and Dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Olia. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out looking for clues. I'm going outside. Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? The forest is so thick. What if the boy got snatched up by wild animals or something even worse? Even worse, echoed through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? Better go pack your school bag or play with Olivia. The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. That meant that the argument was over and Mom had the last word. Cross had seen so many people come and go into this house. It was black as if it absorbed all human sin from the long years it was hanging under the ceiling. After Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in its place as a lucky charm, but she cut herself with the sharp cross corner and almost fell from the step ladder. Dad called it a sign from above and ordered the cross to be left alone in its rightful place. Mom's peg top, a family relic. My mom played with it when she was little and then she gifted it to me. Olia was next in the succession line. The toy belonged to her now. She stared at the dancing spindle as if it could show her something, a fairy tale, or maybe even our future. Now even my little sister was a little bit too old for the squeaky peg top. Okay, what else was there? This. Parents prohibit me from making long distance calls, but from time to time I really want to hear my old friends. Sometimes I'll just pick up the phone, listen to the low hum of the zoomer and the distant crackling, imagining the wind howling from the ice-leaden cords. I don't know. Front yard, kitchen, open. The dark, stuffy closet. Mom says it smells like mice, but how would she know their smell? She hates when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll cut myself on the freshly sharpened axe. And Olia can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Baba is living there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. I opened the door and turned on a dim lamp so she would see there's nothing but cobwebs, Dad's tools, and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me. I like to hide in the closet and listen to Olia count outside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Oh. That's it. To the kitchen! Open the fridge. Open this. Grandma kept ice cream for me and Aaliyah there, but now I could only see meat bits for soup and clumped together polemi. I grew to hate them already. Oh, that's it? Wait a minute. The decrepit and stain-covered calendar was once my favorite form of entertainment in Grandma's house. I remember waking up and running to the kitchen so I could tear off yesterday's first leaf thing in the morning, as if the coming day would get lost in the taiga forest without my help. One day closer to New Year's, one day closer to Grandma's funeral. I haven't touched this calendar for years now. Since the time they started writing dark and spooky death chants that only made me gloomy instead of funny proverbs and superstitions to be exact. I grabbed the dusty calendar leaf with caution and tore it off effortlessly. Sadly, the spooky descriptions from my childhood were still there. 7 horses carry the log. If 7 can't carry, bring the 8th from the ferry. They will take it away and never come back. This is the fate the log can't escape. Crumpled the gray leaf and threw it into the waste bin, hoping to get rid of the anxiousness that washed over me, spreading inside me like an ink stain on blotting paper. Okay, what about the radio? Oh, this is in Russia. Interesting. Weather condition. Cyclone is moving toward the region. Interesting. Oh, there's so much reading. Oh my god, so much reading. I'm kind of tired of it. The side of an old ocean freezer was checkered with my childish drawings, mom's recipes, and all kinds of stickers from bubblegum to with the dinosaurs that Olia liked so much. Among that still life picture hung a piece of rough ruled paper with the phone number of the police officer who visited us. First Lieutenant Tikhonov. I read inside my mind looking at the officer's sprawling handwriting. A scrap of paper was held together by 2 pieces of a broken magnet from some old Soviet toy, and those pieces just barely covered up the number as if to taunt me. I leaned toward it to unveil the mystery and take the piece to a safer place where it would wait for its time when I would finally find Vova and be the first to call police with the happy news. Anton! Mom's reproachful eyes stared at me. What do you need it for? Hands off or you'll lose it. Angering my mom was the last thing I wanted, so I lowered my hand. Goodness. Took a peek at Mom's crossword. She would get very angry when someone gave her advice, so me and Dad faked knowing the answer and being about to reveal it all the time. I smiled at that fleeting thought. Vertical 9 letters, the name of the Philistine deity that protected them from viper bites and had a nickname, the Lord of Flies. Second letter is E. I don't know. And I don't even want to figure that out. Front door! Anton! I'll whip you if you make a single step outside the door. Anton, get your ass out of the closet immediately. It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run from home. Mom, something's wrong with the TV. The picture's dim and there's stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted. Ah, you're killing me here, so you've had enough of shooting these stupid ducks now? Told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings? Please, go see for yourself. Strange, it worked fine in the morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hands clean on her apron and went to Olia's room. Oh. I opened the front gate and went into the field, carefully so Mom couldn't see me from the window. When I crossed half the distance toward the forest, the snow piles became as high as my knees. Interesting. I remembered my nightly fears. I saw the silhouettes around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. That hypnotizing music started playing in my head all on its own. In the light of the day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there, distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent. So silent I felt the world was totally empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olia. The time reached its limit. A one-way trip that ended at the forest's piney stockade. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Olia turned to stone listening to them. But then always came the ringing silence. Our apartment became numb a couple of days before we departed. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around, laughing or spent time together. It was almost as if it was like a previous life. When they kissed with Olia present, she always frowned and snorted in a funny way. But one day it all changed. Something important had left our home. and something scary filled the remaining void. It was as if a fire broke up and our parents were hurried packing their belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who, though? From the people with cold, dead cold eyes who sometimes visited us in our previous home? Oh my gosh. Alright, stop. God, I'm tired of reading. The eyes that only saw balls of worms on the black ground and everything. And somewhere far away, a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. I shuddered, chasing away my delusions, and looked around. There were only me, this white field, and the wind that was whipping up icy dust and pelts of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun and turned my eyes to the sunless forest. It looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slithered under the snow like fat snakes. Rotten leaves and coniferous needles froze into the ice. Dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up an uncomfortable thought about fences. Were they protecting the forest, or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging on one of the pointy branches. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, but when I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungering semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? Their senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show called The Streets of Broken Lights. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but strong and brave. Will this mitten help them find the lost boy? Vova! I heard a distant shout. It looked like it came from the river. Vova! It's as if the trees were calling out to someone. Vova! Resounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the trees, hiding. Vova! I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, something was unsettling about that figure. Stillness, how it was bent unnaturally toward the ground, its blackness. There was no one there, just branches and roots. It was all just in my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. Oh, hello. A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for a moment when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. Silence reigned for a painfully long time. My muscles were tightly sprung, my heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I'd sprint, but nothing of the sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. Give me the mitten! I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. Vova! Okay then. A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. Hi. Hi. I stepped toward the bristly trees and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder, the branch cracked and the mitten tore off, landing in my hand with a squishy sound. All too heavy, wet. I squeezed it without thinking, and something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and snow. Steam rose from the snow pile. Blood. I froze in place, studying my palms in disgust. Red. The sound of cracking branches invaded the silence. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get dragged into the thicket. I'll be gone forever. But there was one more voice, probably one of reason. It gave me strength, spurted me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar from behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts, rather than a single one. Their nostrils stuck in the freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped over my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot, a wheeze. Roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried-up raspberry bush, from the twisted pines, from under the windfall. Hurry, run, don't look back. I felt like I was inside a nightmare. Snow clearing became viciously like quicksand. Or vicious like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, seeking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? I screamed in horror after realizing this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching in my pants. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone, my boots slipped out of the hole and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump and from there ran to my house. Its gloomy facade didn't look threatening now. That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog were striking the wood with its paw, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my ears was much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were already in our front? Mom had locked the door. Drowning in fear, I pulled the doorknob and obediently gave way. I rolled into the hallway and shut the door behind me. The porch planks creaked as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock and I couldn't click it into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. I blankly stared at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed at me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out of the kitchen and chastised me with the same frigid voice she always used when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone and the breath was too. If there was someone there in the first place, of course. Here, 5 meters away from Mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and with it the last bit of strength had left my body too. My legs gave way. I propped myself against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all those quarrels. She finally saw my condition, wet pants plastered with snow. Where have you been? What did I tell you, huh? I told you to stay home. Am I nothing to you? Am I nothing to you too? I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted to cuddle me. Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel. Her voice rang out. Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snack them? Did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? Ah, yes, of course. I am totally the one doing that. I'm gonna have a lollipop real quick. Oh man, this game is very interesting. Very, very interesting, to say the least. The wolf, like, actually just actually got me. I was not expecting that at all. Made me jump. There was someone chasing me, I thought. I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned toward me and sniffed my clothes like a beast, searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. Her expression changed in an instant and she covered her mouth with her hand. Look over there at the fence. My heart started thumping as if I became prey once again and my pursuers are following me in the field. I could swear that I've heard something scratch at that door, just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with a finger and I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window facing my fear. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in the snow through the icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs. Just a small pack of strays with no name or owner. No name and owner, barely reminding me of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest. Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they'd be rather scared of you, Anton. They were chasing me like a bunny. And what if they were rabid? Uh-huh, that's true. What if they were rabid dogs? You wouldn't know. The smile slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Olia? Mom? I wish your dad could just shoot them all. Mom, look, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. You're not a little kid anymore. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on a cobweb-ridden corner. Well, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, rather my pants among a pack of stupid strays. And for what? What do I have for this? Mitten. Of course! A darkened mitten. A darkened, sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made a squishing sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. That's my trump card as a detective. I hurried to present this clue to my mom. Mom, look, this is Volva's mitten. That boy the police were asking about this morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show you where. Let's call the police right away, like the officer had told us to. Mom, look. Ew. Shadow of doubt slowly crept onto Mom's contorted face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the image slips away. Stop at this moment. Olia will go insane if she hears you. She's already had enough trouble sleeping and whines all the time, and you joke around like this? At that moment I realized the mitten was actually wet from snow. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink to the floor through embarrassment. Come here, the boy who cried wolf. Oh, don't stand there. Come take your pills. Pills? Pills? My character takes pills? A golden-colored pill reminiscent of a dead wasp fell into my palm. I already took one during breakfast. Don't talk over me. I told you to stay home, and Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similarly awful water that gave off the taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Volva's mitten. Maybe it wasn't mitten at all. It's like the forest monsters, and Olia's owl. Am I going mad? What's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect, or my over-extorted brain didn't let fear inside anymore. Serenity washed over me, bringing a yawning indifference alongside it. Anton, you done? See? You can do it when you try. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, Mom, I was just thinking. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes. As if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Is everything alright? You had that same expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. Seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. Light bulbs felt different, dimmer and yellower. Even the saliva inside my mouth had a different taste. Melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Aaliyah was rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched to the other tapes. Then I went upstairs. Far and Iaga's voices died down. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. Huh. Let's see here. Hi, Olia. How's it going? My Triceratops figurine. I know all sorts of dinosaurs, velociraptors, afroventors, hypsilophodonts. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I remember going to the movies to see Jurassic Park back when we still lived in the city and taking pictures with the T-Rex in the hall. It turned its head and roared. It was awesome. Next to it was a Robotech Transformer. I love this cartoon. When a jet fighter speeds up into the intro, among the sounds of blaster rifle, you know your next 20 minutes surely be amazing. Zentride space station was captured. Get ready for battle. What the hell? One of the drawers was empty. I hid the mitten there. The simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. Then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to the medication or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. Yeah, it's Olia. I'm not stupid, it's Olia. Flimsy piece of cloth was struck to my hidden visitor, like a savant of sorts. Olia? Who else could be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried up lips. Yeah, Olia, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached toward the curtain, but beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sat in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled along against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Gotcha! I knew it was you from the beginning. Uh-huh. I mean, hey, I figured. Figured as much. Ugh. A blindingly bright halo lit above Olia's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad used to say she was shining with happiness. Okay, and so what happened with that? I was retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But when I brought her to the window one day and pure sunlight poured on her smiling face, God, I cannot talk. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What'd you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Olia ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there? Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from a tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figurine standing behind the black trees. Olia could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear you won't tell anyone, and then I'll show you. Olia wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of the movies about the pioneers we watched. Don't say things like that. Olia nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olia leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now do you understand how dangerous it is for kids to go wandering into the forest, right? It must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. I might be done with this. I'm tired of talking. I want to just play a couple of games where I don't even talk. Oh, good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Aaliyah traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. Why are they going to houses and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olivia as far away as possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. lot of stuff like Field of Wonders. Sounds cool, right? Olia wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Oh my god. My freaking... God. Tired of talking. Let me get through a couple more, then I'm gonna be done with this game. I'll come back to it later. Nonsense, an owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's... how should I put it? It's cursed or something. Like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in a spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Olia shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just I was hurrying back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile, it was easy for her to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in a tower, can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. If you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go and play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Olia giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue wore over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired, I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone, and Mom was always busy. Pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all the tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go, let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know, let's play hide and seek. No, Olia. Then draw me a dino. Olia, please. Draw it, draw it. Will you leave me alone already? Blurted out without thinking, and I was immediately taken back. I never screamed at my little sister like that. Olia stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olia from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna... I came up to her. I put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Ooh, you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! Triceratops. Well, close enough. Olia rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas, and a shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just like how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? Tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Olia disappeared into the doorway. I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright. Can I save? Perfect. Alright. That's glossary. I don't give a shit. Alright. Alright. I am done for a little bit. I'm gonna stop streaming and I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. To those of you that actually stayed and watched. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably come back to this later, either in a real video or probably, I don't know. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching and staying and possibly laughing at my stupidity. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later.